What is up, everyone? Today I'm going to be tier ranking every NBA team based off watchability in the upcoming NBA season. And by watchability, I mean how easy or how often I predict or project to watch these teams. Watchability does not mean the same thing as how good a team is. A team can be really good, but um, not necessarily a team that you want to watch or is fun to watch, and vice versa. I honestly did not watch too much regular season basketball last year. I was kind of a casual, so I want to definitely flip that switch this year and really lock in. And I think this video is going to help me kind of figure out what teams I'm going to be spending most of my time watching on the fly. So, right off the bat, I'm going to get my bias pick out of the way. I am a Sixers fan, and they are never not going to be in the S tier in a video like this. I'm going to watch them no matter how good or bad they are. They did just get Jaylen Brown and potentially LeBron James. We still have some hope. So there's a chance that they are a very watchable team for a lot of people too. Atlanta Hawks, they're an interesting team. They are young, they are fun. They do have veterans I like to watch as well, like CJ McCollum. Um, that being said, they don't have Trey Young anymore. And, as much as I do like their roster, they're not a team I'm going to go out of my way to watch. Jalen Johnson, though, I do want to watch a lot more of him, so I will put him in the B tier just because of him. Boston. Boston is a team, even though I'm a Sixers fan, I don't think it's just because I'm a Sixers fan, but I hate watching the Celtics play. Like, I know you might, oh, he's biased because he's like the Sixers. The Boston Celtics don't have a style of play that I enjoy watching. Missoula ball is not something I enjoy. Chucking up threes and making it a 3-point shootout is not a style of basketball that, is fun to watch, in my opinion. I think a lot of people agree with me on that. That being said, Jason Tatum, he is a great player. I am interested to see their new additions like Paul George and Mitchell Robinson, just to see how that works. I think Mitchell Robinson's going to do really well for them. And I think Paul George actually fits in too. We will get more minutes from Peyton Pritchard. So with that being said, I hate the way they play, and I do think they're going to get away from Missoula ball a little bit, is what Brad Stevens said. So I'm projecting them to be a C tier team. I started off thinking I'd put them in F, but I kind of talked myself into a C tier team for the Celtics. The Brooklyn Nets, young, fun. They got Julius Randle, MPJ. I'm not going to be watching them too much. They have some desirable young talent on their roster, but I'm just keeping it a buck. The Charlotte Hornets. So this was definitely like an A to S tier team last year. They did lose a LaMelo Ball, but I'm excited to see progressions with Brandon Miller and Concanipple, especially. Um, I'm definitely gonna watch to see how their self creation progresses with that LaMelo on the team. I think they did well in the draft. I'm hoping like Liam McNeely and Kalkbrenner continue to progress as well and get more opportunities. So I'll put them in the B tier. The Chicago Bulls are a very fun team. They've had a very good offseason. Caleb Wilson's balling out in Summer League. They got Modest Buzelis, Nick Claxton. This is going to be a fun team to watch. I'm putting them like a high B tier, maybe A tier. And that's me being honest. Cleveland. Cleveland, there's something about their court. Ever since LeBron left, I feel like they don't have any life in that damn arena. I'm not gonna say too much about them. I do like D. Mitch and James Harden, but I've never really loved watching the Cavs play for some reason in this new era. I'm gonna put them C tier, but if LeBron's on this team, easy A or even S tier. Dallas Mavericks, Cooper Flag. Kyrie should be back at some point. I could be wrong. He should be back. Cooper Flag, man. Cooper Flag alone, honestly, puts this in A tier. I'm excited to watch year 2 Cooper Flag. This team has some good chemistry as well. They seem like they all get along really well, all the young bucks, and I think I'm excited to watch some Mavericks ball this year. I could be dragging it with the A tier. Maybe they're like a really high B tier, but I'm being honest, I am excited to watch the Mavericks basketball. And Cooper Flag, man, I feel like none of my words are coming out right today. I'm sorry. Basketball. And Cooper Flag is one of the guys. Like he's my type of player. Like two-way slasher, like can do everything. A little bit of a Swiss Army knife. I love those types of players, and I'm excited to watch him. The Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets are easily a B tier team for me, like an upper B tier team. It's seeming like this is gonna be the popular tier, but just Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray's chemistry alone, and like watching Nikola Jokic operate at such a high level will never not be entertaining. And I do like the way they play. Like this team fits so well together. I hope Aaron Gordon stays. He's the perfect four next to Jokic. Hopefully they can re-sign Peyton Watson. I don't think they've had the best offseason, but the Nuggets are always going to be fun to watch for me. Now the Detroit Pistons, they're an interesting team. I love Cade Cunningham, and I don't think they've had the greatest offseason either. There's some rumors with there were some rumors with them trading Jalen Duren. You know, we're still waiting for that whole situation to pan out. But I think I don't know what year he's in, but I think what's it, year 5, year 4, Cade Cunningham alone. I think he can have an MVP caliber season. I think they're an A tier team for me. The Warriors, when Steph Curry's playing, this team's an A tier team. Steph Curry is one of the most fun players to watch in the NBA. I don't care how good or how bad they are; they can beat any team on any given night. So A tier for the Warriors. The Rockets. See, there's just some teams where I don't have much of an opinion on. Like I'm throwing the Rockets in the C tier. I'll put them below the Cavs, honestly. Actually, above. KD gets them above the Cavs, and there's only so much Kevin Durant we're going to be able to watch for the rest of his career, which is a sad reality. But I think the Rockets are, you know what? Amen Thompson as well. Yeah, I'll put them over the Celtics, too. I think the Rockets, they're kind of a forgotten team in the West, but they do have a lot going for them. And you never know if they get lucky. Maybe they stay healthy while other teams don't. Um, they get some internal development. I mean, they can make some noise in the West. They have a serious squad. Fred VanVleet's coming back. Steven Adams. This is a good team. People forget how good the Rockets are. So that being said, I'm actually gonna put them over the Hornets or over the Hawks as well. I'm gonna swap that Hornets over the Hawks. I'm gonna put them B tier. I just talked my way into it. I didn't really do any preparation for this video, so this is all my live thoughts on the fly. And yeah, I think the Rockets are actually going to be really fun to watch now that I thought about it. I'm happy I took time to think that through. The Pacers, give me A tier, baby. Tyrese Halliburton's back. They had a good signing with Kelly Oubre. They didn't have much wiggle room in free agency, but I like that signing. This team plays with such great synergy. Pascal Siakam, such an underrated player to watch. Andrew Nimhard, I almost called him Ryan Nimhard. I mean, this team, everyone's going to be better with Halliburton on the court, and I'm excited to see how Zubac plays with him. Zubac was kind of like their early free agency move that they made during the season, if that makes sense. Like, they kind of got their free agency done early by trading for him mid-season, and I'm excited to see him with this Pacers squad. That being said, I'm going to put him above the Warriors. Actually, they may be my highest B tier team. I think they are. Moving on to the Clippers. Dumped Kawhi. They don't have Harden anymore. They have Darius Garland. I'll put them low D tier. We move on. Lakers. Luka Doncic. LA. Austin Reeves is still fun to watch too. JJ Redick. I love watching him coach. I'm putting this high A tier. I'm putting them above the Pistons and the Warriors. I'm actually going to put the Warriors right behind them. And I'm still going to leave the Mavs in front of them just because I'm really excited to see Cooper Flagg's development. I know I've already said that a bunch, but it is how I feel. But, yeah, the Lakers, they're going to be fun to watch. They're in a new era without LeBron. Luka, they've constructed a roster around Luka. And we're going to see how that turns out. I think Luka's going to have to carry this team to have a good seeding, but I love watching some Luka Doncic, and I think he's gonna have a great year, and he's gonna do what he does, and he's gonna get this team a top 4 seed in the West. Mark my words. Memphis Grizzlies. I'm putting this team. The Grizzlies, they had actually a really good offseason, all things considered. They completely went full rebuild mode. They got Cam Boozer at number 3. They didn't have the best draft outside of that, but Cam Boozer alone gets this team C tier. I'll put him above. I'll put him low C tier. Miami Heat with Giannis, they might get LeBron. Yeah, I'm excited to see Giannis in his new home. I think this is a team to watch. A tier is getting really populated now. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm overdoing it with some of these teams, but it's how I feel. I'm excited to watch the Heat. I'm excited to watch Giannis next to Mr. 83. I see people trying to give Bam that nickname. I do not think it's gonna stick, nor do I want it to stick. But yeah, the Heat are gonna be fun to watch, and they're gonna be they'd be an S tier team if LeBron goes there for sure. The Bucks. So the Bucks, the Bucks. Do I give them my first F tier? I think I do, honestly. I don't see much like this team doesn't really appeal to me. In terms of like watching them. I mean, they have some good players like Tyler Hero, but I got to be honest, I can't watch everyone, and I'm not really looking forward to watching any Bucks ball this year. I feel like the Heat, like the trade that they had with the Heat, the Giannis trade, like if the way I kind of looked at it after I was listening to Kenny Beecham talk about it. Shout out to him too, because I think he gave me this video idea years back. I feel like I watched him do this too. He was saying how after the trade, there was like zero Heat fans saying stuff like, "I'm so happy we got Giannis, but it still sucks to see this player go." Like, not saying it's not worth trading him for Giannis, but I'm gonna miss watching him play. And there was none of that from any Heat fans. Like they didn't really. I mean, we know Tyler Hero meant a lot to the city, but like still, like they weren't like sad at all to lose any of their guys that they lost in that trade, and that's basically what the Bucks roster is composed of. So I'm not really looking forward to watching this Bucks roster. They don't got too many guys on it that I'm breaking my neck to watch. That being said, I'm gonna skip over the Wolves and throw I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna throw the Pelicans in F tier, but I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna put the Wolves in easy S tier for me. LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards, that's enough. That's enough to get them in S tier. There's no media training between the two. They're gonna be running the fast break. This is the most talent LaMelo's ever had around him. That being said, I don't think they're like gonna be the best team in the NBA, but in terms of watchability, I think they're gonna be a really fun watch on every given night. And I'm excited to see LaMelo in a new environment, and I think it's gonna be really well for him and Ant. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ant had a real MVP caliber year with LaMelo next to him. We're gonna move to New Orleans. I almost put them F tier, but I'll put them high D tier just based off the fact that they have Zion Williamson. That's about it. If he could stay healthy, I'm there. Also, DeJounte Murray, I like to watch you play. Trey Murphy, you're cool too. You're a great player. Herb Jones, they have pieces, but they also have an ugly court too, and I don't really like tuning into them that much, so I'm not really looking forward to it. But I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but compared to the other teams, not nearly as much. New York Knicks, I gotta go A tier, man. I mean, I feel like I'm mesmerized. I'll put them over the Pistons. Honestly, I'm doing all this A tier. I might as well drop the Pistons to high B tier because I think that's some inflation going on there. Yeah, man, the Knicks are just that team where, like, they got the good court, they got the good players. They're coming off a championship. MSG is always banging. Like it's just a good vibe to watch the Knicks play. They got great fans. Jalen Brunson, I love watching him play as a stocky left-handed player, as I once was. I really do admire his game, and I'm still mesmerized by their playoff run. So they're an A-tier team for me. All right, let's fly through these rest of the teams here. Wizards, DeBonsai gets some C tier. All right, over the Grizzlies, please. Thunder, I don't care how good they are. They are a D tier team to me. I'll put them high D tier. I don't like watching them play. Shea's very, very, very good, and I don't want his play style to get in the way of like my perception of him, because I understand how good of a player he is. I just don't like watching them play. I don't like I just don't like this team that much, and that's because They won the championship 2 years ago. They were very dominant in the regular season. I was not hate watching them, but I was rooting against them when the Spurs played them. And this is just not a team I'm looking forward to watching. That's just me being honest. And I'm sure you guys know why. Moving on to the Magic. The Magic, they're gonna be good this year. They're gonna be good, and I know this isn't based off how good they're gonna be, but I'm excited to watch Desmond Bain, Paulo, and Franz like have a real like carry the momentum from the playoffs that I feel like they had into the regular season. And yeah, I'll put them in B tier. I think they're gonna be a fun watch this year, and I like Paulo, so they're gonna be fun. Uh, the Suns, I'll go C tier. There's not much other than Devin Booker. I mean, Dylan Brooks is a hoot. He's gonna get under some people's skins. Jalen Green's a highlight reel, but Mark Williams too. See, this is what I do. I talk myself into it, but I mean, C tier is not bad, but they just fall in the C tier. They don't offer like it's not like they're offering something that other teams don't already have. You know what I mean? We've already watched Devin Booker for years. It's not like they have a surging rookie, or it's not like they're gonna be some exciting, like really fun team to watch. Like they're cool, but that's about it. They lost Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal too, which I liked for them, but it is what it is. We move on. Blazers. Dame's back. I like Denny. Donovan Clingan's going to develop. Drew Holiday. They got John Morant, too. I want to see how that works. Yeah, I'll put him in A tier. I really am excited to watch the Blazers play. Kings, easy F tier for me. Not much to be said there. Spurs, S tier. Wembanyama himself sells me that. Not to mention just all the youth around him. Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell, guys like that. I love watching them play. We're going to see what's going to happen to De'Aaron Fox. Maybe he can have a bounce back. They got Tobias Harris, which was a great pickup from them. This is just a great team to watch. They're going to compete night in and night out. Raptors with Kawhi, A tier, man. I can't even lie, A tier. I'll put them over a lot of teams. Not a lot of teams. I'll put them over the Knicks and the Blazers here. Also, I feel like I was kind of being a little dramatic with the Mavericks. I'd probably put the Lakers over them, and I'd probably put the Heat over the Warriors. Then maybe the Heat over the Mavericks. I like that a little better. I'll put the Spurs second as well. But what was I? Oh, the Raptors. Not much to be said. They got Kawhi. They got length. They're fun to watch. Scotty Barnes. You never know what he's gonna do. Yeah, I like the Raptors. I'm really looking forward to watching them play this year. The Jazz, they're gonna fall right in front of the Grizzlies. I'm excited to watch Darren Peterson, Larry Markkinen, Ace Bailey, Jaren Jackson Jr. They're gonna be a fun team. Actually, I'd put them there. I'd put them above the Suns and the Wizards. Honestly, I'd put them above Honestly, the Jazz might be my highest C tier team. The more I talk, the more I think about it. They got a lot of youth, a lot of Keontae George. He's a bucket. Like, I'm excited to watch the Jazz. I think they're gonna be a fun team this year, and they might surprise some people. I think in the standings. So yeah, guys, that's my official 2026-2027 NBA tier ranking list based off watchability. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.